A human being is one of the most physically unimpressive creatures on Earth. We cannot run faster than a cheetah. We cannot lift more than a gorilla. We cannot fly like birds. We have no claws, no armor, and no natural weapons. And yet, this fragile animal built cities that can be seen from space, created machines that can leave the planet, and changed the fate of almost every living creature on Earth. But the strangest part is this. For millions of years, Earth was dominated by creatures far stronger than us. So what happened? How did a weak, hairless ape become the species that became the most powerful force on an entire planet? The answer is not in our bodies. It is hidden inside the most powerful weapon evolution ever created. The human mind. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, humans were not rulers. They were survivors. Imagine standing on Earth 300,000 years ago. The world is completely different. No skyscrapers. No roads. No electricity. No machines. No signs that humans will one day dominate the planet. Instead, there are endless forests, dangerous landscapes, dangerous predators. A lion could kill a human. A large animal could crush a human. A freezing night without shelter could mean death. Our ancestors were not the strongest creatures around. They were not the fastest. They were not the biggest. They had no sharp claws. No powerful jaws. No natural armor. A single human in the wilderness was extremely vulnerable. So how did this fragile creature survive? The answer was not strength. It was cooperation. Early humans developed something that changed evolution forever. A group of weak individuals could become stronger than a single powerful animal. They hunted together. They protected each other. They shared food. They cared for injured members of their group. A human alone was vulnerable. But humans together became something completely different. A new kind of survival strategy had appeared. We did not defeat nature because we were physically superior. We survived because we learned how to work together. But cooperation alone was not enough. Many animals live in groups. Wolves hunt together. Elephants protect their families. Chimpanzees form social groups. So what made humans different? The answer was hidden inside our minds. The human brain is one of the strangest creations in nature. It does not give us claws. It does not make us faster. It does not make us stronger. But it gives us something far more powerful. The ability to imagine. A human can look at a stone and see a tool. Look at the sky and imagine flying. Look at empty land and imagine a city. We can create things that do not exist yet. But intelligence alone was not enough. Many animals are intelligent. Dolphins can solve problems. Crows can use tools. Chimpanzees can understand their environment. The difference was that humans developed an extraordinary ability to share knowledge across generations. A child does not need to rediscover fire. An engineer does not need to reinvent every invention. A scientist does not need to start from zero. Every generation receives the discoveries of those who came before. One person's idea becomes another person's foundation. Knowledge accumulates. And this created humanity's greatest advantage. A human civilization is not just millions of brains. It is millions of brains connected across time. A discovery made thousands of years ago can still shape the future today. Our greatest invention was not a machine. It was the ability to learn from the past and build something new. But another mystery remains. Why did humans create civilizations while other intelligent species did not? The answer was something invisible. Humans learned to believe in things that cannot be touched. Ideas. Stories. Symbols. A flag. A nation. Money. Laws. These things are not physical objects. They exist because millions of human minds agree that they exist. And this created something extraordinary. Cooperation between strangers. A person can work with someone they have never met. Millions of people can build a city together. A country can organize millions of individuals toward the same goal. This ability transformed small groups into civilizations. Tribes became villages. Villages became cities. Cities became empires. But this was only the beginning. Because humans did not just cooperate. We began changing the world around us. For most of human history, our ancestors lived as hunters and gatherers. They followed animals. Collected plants. Moved with the seasons. But around 10,000 years ago, something changed. Humans discovered agriculture. Instead of searching for food, we began producing it. This was one of the biggest turning points in human history. People could settle in one place. Communities grew larger. Populations increased. New skills developed. Some people became builders. Some became inventors. Some became scientists. Some became artists. Civilization began. But progress created a new challenge. More people required more resources. More resources required more innovation. And humans continued searching for ways to increase their power. Then came another discovery. Energy. Fire was one of humanity's first great technologies. It gave us warmth, protection, and the ability to cook food. Thousands of years later, humans learned to control other forms of energy. Machines multiplied our strength. Engines transformed transportation. Electricity connected the world. Computers expanded our ability to think. Today, a single human can control machines more powerful than anything our ancestors could imagine. We are not the strongest species. We are the species that learned how to use the strength of everything around us. Metal became our bones. Machines became our muscles. Technology became an extension of our minds. We transformed from animals adapting to the environment into a species capable of changing the environment itself. For the first time in Earth's history, one species gained the power to influence the entire planet. But power always comes with responsibility. The same intelligence that allowed humans to create medicine, technology, and civilization also gave us the ability to create destruction. We changed landscapes. We affected ecosystems. We pushed other species toward extinction. We even changed the atmosphere of our planet. Humans became Earth's most influential species. But influence does not guarantee survival. History has shown this before. Dinosaurs dominated many ecosystems for more than 150 million years. They were incredibly successful. They controlled many environments across the planet. But one event changed everything. Their reign ended. And now humanity faces a similar question. Will our intelligence protect us? Or will it become the reason we fail? The story of humanity is not the story of the strongest animal winning. It is the story of a fragile creature that discovered something extraordinary. We learned. We communicated. We imagined. We cooperated. Those abilities transformed us from vulnerable animals hiding in the wilderness into a species capable of reshaping an entire planet. But perhaps the most amazing thing about humans is not what we have built. It is that we understand what we have built. Earth is about 4.54 billion years old. The universe is around 13.8 billion years old. For most of that time, there was no creature capable of looking at the stars and asking questions. Then, for a brief moment in cosmic history, something appeared. A species that could study the universe. A species that could understand its own origins. A species that could wonder why it exists. That species is us. But the greatest mystery is not why humans became powerful. The greatest mystery is what we will choose to do with that power. Because the future of Earth may depend on the decisions of the only species known to understand its own future on this scale.